Hello friends, welcome to my channel IT Career. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fine. And I think you already started learning GCP and you are liking the GCP, right? So, in our last lecture, what we saw, how to create a virtual machine, a Windows virtual machine. We created a Windows virtual machine in our last lab, right? And the name of the virtual machine was my first VM Windows, all right? And we discussed about it. And we logged into the system and we saw that the boot disk drive, C drive is already created. So today what we are going to do? Today we are going to add a disk. Okay. So first of all, add, and why I am doing that, I'll tell you. Add a disk, probably D drive or E drive. Okay, anything. Second thing, we are going to install a software called IIS, Internet Information System. All right, IIS. So Windows IIS is nothing but to deploy your web application in the Windows. And why I am installing that, I'll tell you. Third thing is, we have C drive and we have E drive, right? Suppose, okay, let us talk with E drive. Okay, we'll create an E drive. So what we'll do, this IIS will be installed in C drive, right? Because it is C drive, Windows is in C drive, so installation will be happening on the C drive in Windows installation. Now under C drive we'll create some folders and files. Okay, and in E drive also will do the same thing. Okay, create files and folders. So that is all we are going to create. Okay, and how to do that? This is a lab. How to add a new disk to a virtual machine. Just adding into the console is not enough. So we have to do those things. In our next lab, what are we going to see? We are going to take a machine image of my first VM Windows virtual machine. Okay, we're going to take a machine image, and then we are going to restore. What is restore mean? We're going to use that machine image, the file, to restore or create another virtual machine. Okay, and then we'll see what are the things it created. What are the things, like, out of all these, what things it came in the new VM, what thing it covered, right? And maybe in the following lab we're going to create an image, that time we'll see what is the difference between machine image and image. Okay, we will create an image from same thing, my first VM Windows. All right, and then same way we are going to deploy. All right, let me take it up. We are going to deploy or create another VM to see what attributes or data it restored. Same here also. Okay, same here also. And then same way we are going to create a snapshot from handwriting is not good, from my first VM Windows. Okay, and then same way we're going to restore or create a VM using the snapshot. Snapshot, and then we'll see what are the things it restored, what data it came. All right, so these are the thing we'll be doing. So what we'll learn from that one, so we'll come to know the difference between machine image. These two are image and these two are snapshot. All right, so we'll see the difference between machine image and snapshot. All right, so but today's lecture or lesson, what we're going to do, we're going to do this exercise. Add a disk E drive, okay, to the existing virtual machine. So let us go to the console first. Here you go, here's a console and this is our virtual machine. So how to add a disk? So we'll click on the virtual machine and we'll go inside the virtual machine. Inside means to the attributes in the console, not in the virtual machine. And then we see these are the things we have right in the virtual machine configuration attributes. Then we'll click on the edit button, so you can create the edit, you can edit few things in the virtual machine. So what is the requirement? Our requirement is, okay, remember one thing, enable deletion protection. We used to have the deletion button was disabled, right? So you see that disabled, right? So this time we are going to enable this one. Okay, our this lab is done. I have shown you that how to, what is that enable disable button, right? Delete button. So first of all, yeah, where it is, yeah, enable delete protection, I'm taking it out. So I hope next time I'll be seeing that deletion protection is gone. And now what we have to do, we have to add a disk, right? So where is the disk thingy? Disk, okay. Storage, this is our boot disk, and then yes, additional disk. So add new disk. If you have an existing disk, click on existing disk, add disk. Okay, this window pops up, so you give a disk name. So you can say E drive, okay, E drive, D won't take, okay, it should be always small letter, E drive to my first VM, any name you can give, okay, my first VM Windows. I'm giving so that I can understand this disk. There is some errors, okay, I will see because of this E, okay. This disk is for blah blah blah, whatever the reason is, okay, for my first Windows VM, this one, my first Windows. And now source is now you can what you can do, you can have an image and you can have a blank disk. What is image? I'll tell you. We are going to create as a blank disk. So the new disk will be a blank disk. We want a blank disk. So now what is the image? Image, I told you before that image is nothing but a operating system and binaries and some other configurations. If you want to, we are in this entire all these things, we will be having a clear clear understanding of the images, machine images and snapshot. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm going to have a blank disk, and I don't want to now increase my cost, so I'm not taking persistent disk and all. I'm taking standard, I mean not balanced persistent, I'm taking standard persistent, standard, HDD hard disk drive. And size, why should I take that many? I just need 10 gigabyte or 5 gigabyte. I don't think 5 gigabyte will take. 10 gigabyte is a minimum. So if you click on 5, it will give you error. You see that minimum is 10. This size can be smaller than 10 GB, so 10 GB. Snapshot schedule I don't want, and I want same thing, Google managed encryption key. We have talked about about this in the last lecture. This is Google managed an encryption key, and this is you are managing but using Google's Google Cloud Key Management Service, but you are managing, not Google manage. And this is boil, like, bring your own license. So customer supplied encryption key, and yeah, I mean, you are giving the encryption key. Basically, you're not using Google Cloud's management services. You have your own on premise or anywhere else you are have the encryption key. Label, you can give a label. I'm not going to give anything. Attachment setting is read write. Definitely read write. I don't want to read. I want to create some file in the E drive. Keep disk, delete disk. I'll say delete disk, while the instance deletion, the disk should be deleted, so that it would be deleted and it won't add me extra cost. Save, and you see that new drive is added here. Okay, now we are done. What if we do? We have to do a save here. All right, so let it get saved, and then we'll see. Okay, it's saved. Now now where it is, storage, you see this? No, it should be here. E drive, my first VM Windows, 10 gigabyte, standard persistent disk, Google manage key, read write, yeah, all the things, delete disk. And now I'll go back, and remember, I have taken out that enable delete deletion. Now I should be able to, if I click on this, I should be able to see the delete option now. Yes, okay, hence proved. Now what I'll do, I added the disk E drive, so I'll RDP. Okay, click on RDP, click on third party, and let the RDP file download, and then we'll click on that file, and then I'll say connect. It's connecting. All right, it's connected. So let it get loaded. Server manager, it's starting. Okay, so first of all, I'll close this, and I'll close this as well. Okay, now first of all, if I go to the Windows Explorer, whether I'll see that server, E drive here. If I am in a PC, the newly added disk will show here. I don't think I have to do something to add it here. So you see that only C drive, which is our boot disk, is showing. Now how to add that thing? The thing is added. Now you need to do little configuration. So click on the start button, and then we have no, not start button. Right click on the start button, and then we have disk management. All right, disk management loaded, and yeah, whatever it comes, disk 1. Okay. Okay, you see that this 0 is our C drive, and this 10 gigabyte, you see that disk 1, and then unallocated, right click on that disk, new simple volume, and this pop-up will come, new simple volume user. Click on next, and this is the total space of the drive, and is same. Click on next, and then assign a letter to the drive. So as I mentioned, it will be E drive. It can be anything, your choice. Okay, out of this list. And next, it won't show C. You see that, because C is already assigned, right? C is already there. So I have selected E, and then format whatever default, next, and then finish. All right. So now see, E drive is created. Now if I close this one, here you go, E drive is now there. Okay, so now I have 2 drives. What I'll do, I'll do 2 things. I'll create a folder here in the C drive, as I mentioned here, right, in my whiteboard, add a disk drive. So this is done. Install software. Okay, next we have to install the software, right, IIS. Okay, let's how to do that. So go there, server manager, Okay, add roles and features. Okay, default, whatever it comes. Next, role based feature installation. Next, virtual drive from the server pool. Yes, select the server from the server pool. Yes, I selected already. Now here you just choose web service. Okay, IIS web service, and then you choose add features, and then next, and then next, next, and then next, all default, and lastly click install. It will take some time, 2 to 3 minutes to install. It's showing the installation started on my first VM Windows, because this is my host name, right? So installation started showing, and the IIS is getting installed. We'll wait for 2 more minutes, and here you go. Installation succeeded on my first VM Windows. I'm closing this wizard, and now under C drive you see that this is the one for IIS. So you see that inet pub, and under that www root, and this is IIS this image, and the this HTML document. So what is that? This is the installation of IIS happened. Okay, remember, and there are something in the program files also. Now why I created, I'll show you. Okay, and then we'll create a new folder under that, like test for image, machine, anything you can give. Okay, machine, image, and snapshot. Okay, this is a folder I created, and here I'll create a file, a text file maybe. Test test. Okay, test 123 underscore 123, enter it and put something, or put something, this is my testing, for snapshot, image, and machine, image. All right, I'm saving it. Okay, so under C drive I have created this one. Under D drive also, E drive also, I'll create a folder with a different name so that you can identify. Test IT carrier cloud. Okay, simply, and put a text file here, my test, and double click cloud, and automation, cloud and DevOps, anything. Okay, so there are two files created, two folders created, and two files created under C drive, and now under C drive we have the IIS also installed. Now what we'll do, we'll go there, install IIS in C drive, done. C drive folders and files created, right? Files created, E drive and created. Now what we'll do, why you install this IIS, I'll show you. So we have this internet, public IP, right? So if you copy the public IP and put it in your browser, you see that this is actually it is coming from your server. So you have deployed IIS, that's why it came. So now let me show you how it's coming. It is coming from your C drive, the installation we have, and under that you have inetpub, this one, and copy this file in desktop and right click and open in your paint and put something IT carrier cloud, please subscribe to the channel and like the videos. All right. Okay, and then I'll give some anything. Okay, so probably red color. No, it's not looking good. Anyway, it is created. I'm not going to experiment. This is not my topic to experiment, so I'm just replacing the file. Continue. My intention is to show you how it is reflecting there. Okay, because this is internet and that is your server. From internet, see, you are accessing the IIS, you are accessing the server over public IP. All right, so that's the beauty. Now why I have done this, so now in the future when I'll take the snapshot, okay, so now when I'll take the this part is done, this lecture is done. Now in the next lectures or lab, when I'll take the machine image of the virtual machine, so in this virtual machine we have the above things, right, or above 4 things with the folders, files and all. Now whenever I'll restore the machine image to I'll create another one, what are the things out of 4 is covered? Okay, same, it will go to the number 7 and 8 when I'll create the image, and when I'll snapshot, what are the things it covered, and by that you will be understanding what is being taken care, what are the data, what are the attributes it is taking while taking machine image and snapshot. All right, so with that said, I think I am done, and I don't think I have anything to share here. Let me think a moment. Okay, I think I'm done. But if I forget anything, I'll cover in my next lecture, next lesson, next lab. So thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you understand what I mean to say, how to edit disk, how to install software and all, and how to do the machine image and all. We'll be having in our next lecture and lab. All right, with that said, I'm done. Thank you so much for watching my video, and please subscribe to the channel and like the video and share with your friends. Thank you. Bye bye.